Hey, hi, hello, friends. It's Hales. In this video, I will be interviewing Kate King and Elizabeth Helen in honor of Kate King's new release, A Storm in Every Heart. Now, this video was originally an Instagram Live that I have since downloaded and kind of edited a little bit to make it flow a bit better. Around the 30-minute mark, there's about 5 minutes of footage that is very blurry. There's nothing I can do about it. That was just a consequence of the internet connection on someone's end. It might have been my fault. Maybe it was someone else's. I'm not entirely sure. But around the 30-minute mark, things get a little blurry. But I feel like overall the conversation continues to be interesting. You can just step away from your screen for a little bit, listen to it like a podcast, and still get the full experience. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to check out A Storm in Every Heart, which is book 2 in the Enchanted Legacy series. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy! So, this is to celebrate, Kate, your book release.
Yes, thank you. It has been a very busy day. I've completely lost track of time. As I'm sure you guys know, release day. And it's a weird one because have you guys done a release since they changed the Amazon rankings?
Oh, no, we haven't because, yeah, usually I'm obsessively checking it, but
Yeah,
they're so delayed now that it's like, oh, we did Prince of the
right.
Arena, the novella, and that drove me a little bit mad because I was like, I can't tell how it's doing
Because it's like 3 days delayed now
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten suddenly really good at math today
Oh,
because I'm like, okay, I know what it should be, but today it is not. So it's been interesting. I think next time it'll be easier if they keep it this way because I'll know. But
Okay. So we'll be messaging you about your whatever formula you've got to figure it
oh,
out.
I'll share. Yeah, no,
Okay.
I got weirdly good at it today, so I think I got something. If you need to know.
yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, good.
That's amazing.
All right. So, I thought we could start with a little rapid fire question just to kind of get the ball rolling. Okay.
Okay.
So, first things first. Beauty and the Beast or Frozen?
Beauty and the Beast.
Frozen.
I
Really?
know, crazy, but I have such a soft spot for Frozen. It's a sister story. It really
Yeah.
got
Okay.
us.
Yeah.
I knew that
That
was going to
makes
be hard
sense.
for you, so I thought I'd be mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
know
literally
you.
is probably the meanest you could be for those
Yes.
for the Disney movies.
I
Yeah, yeah. Oh well.
I
Fern
also have a
Gully or
soft.
Thumbelina?
Oh, what?
Sorry. I said Fern Gully or Thumbelina.
Thumbelina.
Thumbelina. I liked Ferngully too, but that guy scared the
Texas.
fog guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something awful? I haven't seen either of them.
You need to watch them.
They're definitely
Yeah.
like 90s crazy
I think
animation.
Ferngully is maybe
It
80s.
could be even 80s, yeah.
80s. They're a little terrifying. Both of them are really kind of creepy in ways.
Yeah.
I maybe I saw part of Fern Gully once, but not. No, these are not ones I have personal nostalgia for or I'm super familiar with. I remember the story of Thumbelina, like the fairy tale.
It's the voice of Thumbelina is the same voice as Ariel, and the music is so good.
Music is really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely check it out.
Has Jodie Benson been all over your feeds too lately?
Yes. I
Yes.
wish I could have been there.
I am her dress from Disney Princess
Amazing.
Week. Oh my gosh.
No,
You should
I'm
have gotten that for something like that for release day.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I should have. Well, no, I had no idea she was out there still performing. She's still just as amazing, so
Oh,
It's
impressive.
amazing.
that
Yeah.
they all sounded so good. I wanted to
No.
go.
I just wish actually my new book is dedicated to Pat, who is the voice of Ursula, and I wish that she was still with us.
Yeah.
But aside from that,
That's so cool.
yeah, I actually I know her, or I knew her. She passed away in 2022, but I have met her many times.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
amazing.
She seems like she would have just been the most larger than life kind of person and so kind
What I
and
recall, she was very, very cool. I used to know her as a child,
yeah.
so just
Oh, that's so
not
cool.
as an adult,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
The Princess Bride or A Little Princess?
The Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. I've never seen Little Princess actually.
Yeah, we saw it when we were kids.
I know. I couldn't even. Maybe I think I cried. Maybe I saw it once when I was little and it was too sad for me. I don't know, but
It is
Princess
quite
Bride.
sad.
I'm familiar with the Shirley Temple one, but not the one that everyone else knows. you know.
The 90s one.
Yeah. But still the Princess Bride, 100%. Like, that's a favorite.
The Swan Princess or Anastasia?
Anastasia.
The Swan Princess.
Fair enough.
This is tough. I think Anastasia for me. Dimitri, like the band. Like
Thank
Dimitri
you.
over
Yes.
Derek. Are you kidding? Derek is the worst.
Derek is the worst. Derek is
What
the
else
worst.
is there?
Can't defend him.
Yeah. No, it's completely
Derek, what else
Dimitri.
is there?
What else is there? Like, come on, Derek,
Yeah.
get out of here.
I just
One of
love
my,
Odette. She's so magical.
Yeah.
I like that name.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You know.
It's beautiful.
But
Yeah.
but no, Anastasia. One of my favorite tropes is the like they knew each other as a child trope, and so
Yes,
like you
I
would
love
think I
that
would like
one.
both, but for some reason the Anastasia one like stuck with me more. Like he saved her life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, and the music of that. I think
Mhm.
Swan Princess needs a couple more like spicy retellings. So personally,
Yeah,
like I feel like
good
that's an
point.
underdone fairy tale, well, not story. So
I don't know if I know the like fairy tale behind that one. You know, like enough
yeah,
I
to
think it's
do a retelling.
it's
Yeah.
got it's because it's a ballet, I guess. I might be totally wrong, so people can correct me. I think it's a
You
ballet.
might. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you mean Swan Lake?
Oh,
Is
Yeah.
that different,
that's
or
what
is
I'm
that
thinking
different? Like, is
of.
that the same? Like, I don't know.
I think it is the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to do some
Okay,
research.
yeah. Well, I think it's a cool story. She turns into a swan, and someone should do this.
All of these are good movies, so it's
Yes.
hard to pick.
Totally.
Okay, Haley, I'm sorry. Why don't you tell us which one you like too? Because I feel like we're just like,
Totally.
yeah.
Okay, Beauty and the Beast, Fern Gully, Princess Bride, Swan Princess.
Nice.
Okay, so you're like half and half agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. James and the Giant Peach or the Iron Giant?
Oh, they both
James,
terrified me.
They also
thank
both
you.
scared
Thank
me
you.
as a kid.
James and the Giant Peach has that like weird animation with like the
I
creepy
did
music.
not like James and the Giant
Yes.
Peach. And Iron Giant scared me.
Okay, I think I would like Iron Giant if I watch it now. I've seen some really
Mm.
sad like clips of it
Yeah.
on TikTok
Mhm.
and stuff. So I'm gonna go with Iron Giant because I want to rewatch it.
I'm gonna say neither because both were
I'm kind of
upsetting.
with you on the neither because I really
Like-
did not like James and the Giant Peach.
Like
I don't
wouldn't-
know, you guys. I always wanted to travel in a giant peach and like
Yeah.
eat the walls. I was
That
into
would be
it.
cool.
Oh my god, you've just given me memories of, like the day of them like crawling through the grocery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they showed it in
no.
school a lot, and every time
Yes.
I remember calling my mom one time, telling the teacher it scared me, and I got to go home early, and I called my mom and she picked me up because I didn't want to watch James and the Giant Peach.
You should give it points then.
I relate to that. I was afraid of all movies as a child, like all movies. It kind of did not matter what. So yes, I get that.
I can see we relate on these movies being traumatizing as
Yeah.
children.
All of them.
Yeah.
The 90s are like a wild time.
Oh, don't get me started on the first time I saw Mulan and the thunderstorm in the theater was so loud that it was just like, nope.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Not
gosh.
this.
Sean Yu, he's
Yeah.
terrifying. Is that the villain, Sean Yu? He's
Oh,
terrifying.
no.
Like
Absolutely not.
She goes over the side and there's just the burned village. It's
Yeah.
like that's
It's dark. It's dark. But I did love it as a kid, but it was a bit scary.
I didn't love that one until later.
Yeah.
Love, but not so much at the time. No, is this one? Someone says as a 1996 baby, I feel like I missed out on some core 90s movies. I don't know. You're not that much younger than me. Like I think we're still
maybe
in the same.
maybe your parents didn't traumatize you as much.
You might have been saved from some of these. I think I was saved from some of the 80s movies. I see some of that. I'm like, oh god.
I think I was too young for the 80s. Some of the 80s movies I see clips of. Like I'm like, okay, those were trippy.
Yeah, like what is the one with Bon Jovi? Is that who it is?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking? What?
Labyrinth.
Is that Bon Jovi?
That's David Bowie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do know the difference, but the name. Yes. But that one looks scary to me. So
some people love that. But
you know, there's like an author I follow, and she always comps Labyrinth, and I'm like, I feel like some of the aesthetic I would like, but some of it is terrifying. So I feel like you've had to watch it. At the same time.
that is like a core memory.
Yeah,
might need to give that a go at one point.
I keep thinking that too because I'm like I maybe tried to watch it, but again, Mulan was scary, so this was not.
Yeah, if I watched that as a kid, it would have terrified terrifying.
No chance.
Haley, which one?
Well, I liked James and the Giant Peach for sure.
Oh, right,
but,
right. I'm sorry.
But I have seen Labyrinth, and the only part that sticks out to me is the part with the worm.
Ooh.
I was like,
I
why
don't
is
even
it
know.
a
I don't
worm?
want to
Sound
know.
a worm.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know, I'm just a worm, and I'm
You're
like,
not convincing me
No,
to watch
I
this.
feel like we have a lot of the same tastes, so unless it's gonna get glowing recommendation, I don't know.
Yeah.
I watched it because I made an art print for a friend
That's
who
cool.
wanted it to be that. So I was like, I should probably watch this so I like know what I'm
Yeah, well, you do
thinking.
it.
And I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I see why people like it, just not for me. But
Yeah. Okay.
Tangled or The Little Mermaid?
That's mean, but The Little Mermaid, but that's a hard one.
I think Tangled, but like by a hair.
I know. I'm gonna have to say Little Mermaid for the nostalgia, but I
Mhm.
love Tangled.
Yeah, it's tough.
I really like Flynn Rider as a concept.
Yes.
You know?
Flynn Rider is like
Like Flynn Rider over Eric,
yeah,
right.
overall Little Mermaid.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Wait, actually. Ariel over Rapunzel, but
Yeah.
Flynn Rider over Eric, and I feel like
Yeah.
he spends more of the movie. So I'm gonna go Tangled, but like it's close.
Yes.
Mhm.
It is close. That's a tough one. Haley tiebreaker.
I pick Tangled.
Really? I'm
I
surprised
do.
that you say
It is
that.
it's so good. It is so good.
I catch myself like wanting to rewatch that one, and like
Mhm.
I liked The Little Mermaid, but it wasn't like my favorite growing up.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it
yeah.
scared me.
Tangled is
Again,
definitely a comfort movie.
Again, there are like the ship on fire and Max almost burning. Traumatizing.
there are themes here.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's like Eric save the cat, but save the dog.
Save the
yeah.
Yes.
Cinderella or Aladdin?
Aladdin.
Aladdin. It's like not even close.
That
Yeah,
was my
between two.
favorite one as a kid.
Yeah.
I agree. Aladdin is one of like my top movies. I played Jafar in my grade 8 school play.
No!
I should find a clip
I
of
think
that.
it was because I was taller than all of the boys, so they cast me as Jafar, and I sang, and I remember my music teacher or musical theater teacher saying, I told her, I want to be in the play, but I can't sing. And she said, well, villains don't need to sing very well. So then I got Jafar. So pretty iconic.
But I love that, and you must find a clip. There's marketing gold in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, pretty good.
I pick Aladdin as well.
Okay.
But
That doesn't surprise me.
No. The Lion King 1.5 or Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas.
Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas is like the most iconic niche part, like Disney ever. Like Maestro.
Enchanted Christmas. Her dress in it is beautiful.
I'm doing an Enchanted Christmas like it's not a retelling because like you
I
can't,
saw
but like
that.
it is.
I was like, that's so exciting. I am so pumped for that.
That one. So when I explained that to Susan, we have the same agent. Her name is Susan.
Yeah.
So when I explained that to Susan, she was like, "Oh, I loved Enchanted Christmas. Like I am here for this." So I think that one is universally like a deep cut that everyone loves.
Totally. It's so good. What about you, Haley?
The organ was terrifying. He scared me.
Oh yeah.
100% terrifying.
I hate that guy. Like, oh my god.
And like, what is his motive? Unclear. I watched it recently.
In love
He's
with
like
the
obsessed with the beast.
Like
He was like, I must be your only friend.
Like
there's probably a lesson in there about just like
toxic friendships.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
I picked Lion King 1.5 because I'm the worst. Oops.
No.
You know what? I haven't seen Lion King 1.5 in years and years, so this might be a sign to rewatch it. I just know I watch. Why do I watch Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas every Christmas wrapping presents? I do, so I know it a lot more.
Yes, I do love all Lion King content.
I was gonna say I love Lion King, and I just thought it was like comedy gold, like peak comedy when I was a child, and I still quote it to this day. So
I need to rewatch because I love Timon and Pumbaa, and they are so.
1.5 is the one where it's like from their point of view.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. I like Lion King 2, but 1.5 I could kind of take or leave.
Love
Lion King 2.
Yeah.
Kovu.
I think
Kovu?
Top tier
Kovu
boyfriend.
anthropomorphic boyfriend, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
He's like, it's actually kind of disturbing the amount of like cartoon lion edits that I have saved on my phone.
I know. My best friend just sent me a
But send
Kobu
them
edit
to
the other day, and
me.
she's like, "To you, okay? I'll have to pass it along next time when I
Yeah.
get sent a Kobu edit."
Okay, last
Okay.
one, and it's a little unhinged.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with anything. I just wanted to know, Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Oh my
I think the
gosh.
only acceptable answer is Edward in the books and Jacob in the movies.
Ooh.
I like, okay, because I'm thinking we recently did a Twilight marathon, and like in Twilight, I'm like, oh yeah, Edward, and then I watch New Moon, and then I'm like
Well,
Jacob,
right.
and then I'm like, I go back and forth. I think that's what it is.
I'm gonna say Edward.
Like, don't
Oh.
even. You're all Edward, 1,000%.
I
I
love
love.
him.
That is so tough. I'm with you, Kate. I think that that's the secret sauce here. Is
I was like
Edward
a
Albert.
midnight premiere, you know, Team Edward t-shirt
Yeah.
kind of girly.
yes,
So I mean, in general, I might go Edward, but in the movies, I really liked Taylor Lautner. So
I
you know,
do. I love him too.
I
yeah,
do.
I have to say.
Yeah, I love him so much.
I know. Even now, he's such a green flag with his wife, and like
Yeah,
he's
I
just like a
love his
normal
content
person.
and doing all that
Yeah,
stuff. It's hilarious.
Yes, and he makes
yeah.
like Taylor Swift adjacent TikToks.
I
Like,
know.
I feel like that is the peak crossover for
Yeah.
me.
I feel like we have very similar interests, all of us. It's like, you know, like
Yes.
Disney stuff, romantasy, Taylor Swift, like
Twilight.
general
Totally.
nostalgia.
We all started from this one place of being traumatized by cartoon movies,
And look at where we are now.
work our way up.
Yes.
I'm probably Team Edward. I made a t-shirt in middle school before the movies came out that said, "Back off, Bella. Edward Cullen is mine."
Okay, but yes.
And I wore it to middle school. There's a reason I didn't
Are
have
there
friends.
photos?
I don't have any photos. I wish it was back in the, and I don't even think I have the shirt anymore. I was looking for it when I moved, but like,
That is amazing. I
one
love that.
one Christmas, my little friend group, we did like we you know we ordered each other presents from like Zazzle. We're like 12, right? So it's like the early days of making t-shirts. So I definitely had something that said like Edward's Danger Magnet, or you know something to that effect. So you know, you're not
beautiful.
alone.
We're all in this together. High
Yes.
School Musical style. So you guys all write reimagined fairy tales. What inspired your particular take on these beloved stories?
So, well, Thorn, like Thorn in Every Heart, was kind of inspired by like the concept of what would happen if an actual real life woman fell into a romantasy book. So it's like kind of it's like tongue in cheek to the idea of like there's so many retellings, there's so many whatever. She falls into the book and it's not and the whole world is real and also she's connected to it. So it wasn't necessarily inspired exclusively by the fairy tale. It was inspired by the concept that there are a lot of fairy tale retellings, and there always have been. Like in every generation, you know, there's a lot. So I guess that's the answer. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. I think we wanted to do, because we originally did it for like a NaNoWriMo when we were really burnt out and
Mm.
wanted to do something that brought us joy. And we were like, well, we love romantasy and we love Beauty and the Beast, but let's do like a spicier version of it, you know?
Mhm.
Let's and just have fun with it. And we really wanted to create a heroine who is really relatable, because I love to read romantasy, but I'm like, I cannot relate to
Mm.
these heroines who are like assassins. So again, we wanted to do like that real life girl.
Mhm.
And I could be like, I can relate to see how her journey and how she grows to become more like that. So
That's so
yeah,
cool.
and then
Absolutely. And I think like
there's so many
doing
timeless things.
exactly, like even just the discussion we had about all these things that you grow up loving, that sort of like
Mm.
make up your personality. Like, we always had this idea of these like really whimsical seasonal realms, which is like a Tinkerbell sort of thing.
Yeah.
When you watch that, you can like smell everything, you can and see everything and hear all the different seasons all in that. And so yeah, like Helen said, we just wanted to mash that all together for fun, really to feed our
Mhm.
own id in a way.
And I think that's the best when you have stories that are like, I like this, so therefore you probably will too. You know, like I've written a lot of different series at this point, a lot of different kind of genres, and every time I'm really into the book, it does better than the books that like I was a little less sure of, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's the secret sauce too. It's like, you have to love it.
Mhm.
More
Hmm.
passion, more passion, more
Yeah.
more energy. Are there any fairy tales that you would like to write in the future? Or if you don't want to spoil future books, are there any fairy tales that you'd like to write but haven't fit in your series yet?
Um, so my entire series concept is like predicated on the idea of various retellings. So it's like, each book is a different couple or more than a couple, possibly in future ones, that is in like a different mashup. So that the first one is Beauty and the Beast meets Anastasia, and there's like kind of a hint of Blackbeard in there too. And then the second one is Little Mermaid, Princess Bride, and it wasn't totally intentional, but there is like a big Pirates of the Caribbean element in there as well that people were like, "Oh, is this based on that?" And I'm like, maybe like subconsciously.
Yeah.
So there's that. I know a lot of the future mashups that I'm going to do. There's going to be, I have at least 5 books planned out in the same world, and each of them has like another kind of pairing. So I don't want to like give it away too much because I know people are like trying to guess it. Um, I like, let's see, I like Aladdin. I like, I like Frozen a lot, but Frozen, when I've tried to like map it out, it becomes complicated. I like Rapunzel. There's some like kind of like older, like less Disney ones that I'm interested into, like more like Grimm's Brothers ones. Um
Mhm.
that's the I can't really say.
So
Secrets.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um you go.
Excited whenever you
Yeah,
guys.
I think fairy tales are so timeless too, and like the fun thing about them is like 100 authors can do what like the same retelling, and they're all so different,
Mhm.
Which is why
Yes.
I think there's a million Beauty and the Beast retellings, but people still pick them up because they love to know those beats. Okay, but anyways, as I think we kind of mentioned Swan Princess.
That's a
I
good
think
one.
that
I
could be
think I
fun.
now have established is not really a fairy tale.
No, there is one. I've
Oh,
read
is
it.
there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called, so I didn't want to
Is
speak
it
without knowing.
Okay.
But I do remember having done research for it in the past,
Okay.
and like there was like a kind of a darker element for it.
Cool.
And I do think we want to do something with Frozen at one point. We have a really good idea over what I don't know if we should
Mm.
say. But like we do get these Frozen edits of this particular Frozen couple
Right.
that we might want to do at one
Oh my
point.
gosh, that is a banger idea. I don't know if
We won't say
Yeah.
it yet, but
Um,
something Frozen, something Swan Lake, maybe one day. But
we did map out a
Snow White.
Snow White why choose and a Little Mermaid why choose. But like
Cool.
those are kind of like all on the back burner.
Yeah.
Like they're just ideas. And this live will hear it here first. Possibly a spin-off of something Jack and the Beanstalk related. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's cool. What? I love that.
Kind of. And I remember whoever's watching this remembers this live. It'll make sense.
Beanstalk.
Next.
Nobody's asked for a Jack and the
Nobody's
Beanstalk
asked.
No, but like that makes it more
but that's
original.
what you will get.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I feel like if I was gonna do, I'm not going to do Jack and Beanstalk, but if I was, I would probably blend it with like Little Goose Girl because there's gooses, like golden geese in both.
yes.
Goose Girl is a cool one.
Yeah.
And it's not really Jack and the Beanstalk.
No, it's
Okay.
that's yeah.
But
You'll get it
cool.
when
Like
you
I'm
read.
intrigued. I want to know more.
Just over here processing, like, how? Okay.
It's a good question.
Okay, I mean, we're circling back to like kind of those rapid fire. What were your top 3 favorite nostalgic childhood films?
Do you mean childhood, like childhood, or like
It could be
later?
whatever. Like, I guess kids films if you don't want to, if you
I'm
saw them in
thinking.
your adulthood, but you're like, these should have been childhood films that I should have seen.
I feel like most of my like my most nostalgic stuff comes from being like 12.
Sure.
Like when you're like little, it's like, the version of me that was 6 years old does not feel like me, but like, 12-year-old me was a lot, but like very distinctly still the same person, if that makes any sense. So I feel like the movies that I watched then are like stronger. I don't know. Um, maybe Pirates of the Caribbean, which is probably how it like came in by accident. Pride and Prejudice, the one with Keira Knightley. I maybe just liked Keira Knightley. That's possible. Because the third one I want to say is Atonement, which sounds really weird, but go with me.
So good.
But I don't know. I can think of 2. Give me a second for 3. You guys go.
So like childhood, like young child. There's an obscure movie called The Princess and the Goblin,
Oh my
which
god.
we
I've
loved.
seen that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That
a
is
little cursed, but it's really good.
That was very one that comes to mind for me is Pokemon 2000.
Oh yes.
Solid.
Which honestly I'll just say has proven to be big inspiration for us for upcoming projects. That man,
How?
I was in love with Ash Ketchum.
That was my first crush when I was
Yeah.
like 9 years old.
Solid. Yes.
But
Yeah.
that was like a big
And then
one.
I guess the Lion King 1 and 2, we rewatched a lot.
Yes, we were
Mhm.
obsessed with it. Like honestly, all of like the Renaissance Disney
Yeah.
films, we were like on repeat for
Yeah.
us.
And then
Mhm.
my last one would be like The Princess Bride.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
And then I would say my last one was like I still love this, but we started watching them in childhood. Would be like all of the Star Wars. We were
Yeah.
just,
Mhm.
like I loved Phantom Menace. I know a lot of people didn't. I loved it. I loved all of them.
Yeah.
They were like to me just the best ever.
Which one is Phantom Menace in the order?
That's the
Really?
very first prequel movie, and a lot of
Oh,
it's like when
okay.
Anakin's a kid. A lot of people, a lot of like Star Wars elitists don't like that one, but it's really good.
I
A lot
can't
of Star Wars
pretend to-
elitists don't like the first 3 movies in general. Like,
Exactly, they're missing out. They're missing out.
I cannot pretend to be a Star Wars fan because I'm not, but I do remember really liking like as maybe like a 9-year-old. Because I have a brother who's significantly younger than me, so like trying to pick a movie that we could like agree on was tricky. So I liked the Star Wars where they fall in love.
Oh, Attack of the Clones?
Yes, it's
Yeah, that's a
Anakin
great
and
one.
Padme, that one. And that
Yeah.
one worked because it had the Jedi stuff, but it also had the romance
love
that I was
story.
Totally,
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah.
That's a great one.
But other than that, I don't really know.
Did you pick a third one?
No, I mean, I don't know. I like it's not even a movie, but like Avatar: The Last Airbender was a big one for me. I'll still watch that. Um there was a TV show, it's German. It's called Princess Guinevere and the Jewel Riders.
We loved that as a kid. We had like
No,
little
I've
figures
never
of
met
them.
somebody who had seen that. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Oh,
It was so good.
I
We
was-
had it in Canada.
I wasn't allowed to like Guinevere because obviously big sister issues. So my favorite was Tamara, who had the
Oh.
animal powers. Like
Okay,
that was
okay.
my favorite ever.
I'm so excited. I had all the dolls. I had all
Yeah.
the VHSs. Like this was my shit, right? Like I was a big
It was
Guinevere
great.
fan.
She had a magic armor,
Yeah,
flying
like
horse,
magic girl stuff. Like oh my gosh, incredible.
It was like my introduction to the like kind of world of Avalon retellings, right?
Yeah,
Like Greece,
yeah.
Arthurian legend stuff. I loved it. And you know, and the boys with the wolves.
Yes,
Like, you know, like come on.
Is that like a subconscious how we did a wolf thing in Beast of the Brand?
I
Not
don't
a
know. I mean, I'm
subconscious.
also doing wolf stuff, so maybe
Yeah.
like
That's what subconscious does to do our wolf stuff.
no, okay. Like I could talk about this endlessly because again, never met somebody who has encountered this show. Like this was not a thing here.
I still sometimes think it's a fever dream because you don't hear about it anymore. I'm like, how did we watch that all the time?
It was great. And how we had toys of it too.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like I had them, but they weren't being sold in stores. I remember like my dad like getting them on eBay. You know, yeah.
I don't know where our mom got them, but from somewhere.
Dedicated parents.
There were trading cards. Yeah, I mean,
Oh
anyway.
my gosh.
Yeah, it was great fun.
I'm realizing that there's a lot of like common inspiration, you know, which
Yes,
It's led us to this path.
You all write fae romantasy.
Mhm.
So there are a lot of folk tales and like lore about like what the fae do. And there are a lot of different versions in the romantasy genre. What is one thing you knew you wanted to include in your fae story?
Oh, I have two answers. When I was doing Wild Fae, like the previous series to the one I'm doing now, I was really like intent on it being like accurate. Like whether or not that like was a good idea, it kind of remains to be seen. I would argue maybe it wasn't, but I was like, you know, no one is gonna lie. Like it's gonna, you know, like all of like the cruelty is gonna be there. It was gonna be kind of like Cruel Prince type of Fae, more so than like Akatar type Fae. And this time with Thorn, I was like, I'm not doing that. They're hot guys with wings, and that is it. Like, like there's no rules. I give
box
up.
yourself.
Yes.
Do you know how hard it is to write a character who cannot lie when no one else can lie either? Because it's like
We briefly considered it, and I was like, no, that's gonna be too hard.
I got so in my head about, I was like, can they use hyperbole? Like, can you say like, oh, you're killing me right now? Can
Right.
you?
Can you? What did you do? Like,
They
what did you
couldn't,
decide?
and I hated myself. It was
Oh,
awful. So like book one, I'm like, I got this, and then it, like, I finally get to book four, and I'm like, fuck it, like they can use hyperbole now, like I'm over it, like, so this time I was really intent on not doing that. So the Fae are just like, they're just hot, they're just, they're big guys with wings, sometimes wings, not even always wings. So
love it.
yeah.
That's awesome.
What
I
about you
think
guys?
for us, our fae are very like elf coded in a way. Like we were like, I think we really sort of leaned into more like
Whimsical, but one thing
whimsical fae.
I really wanted to do was bargain
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
And because it was a spicy book, I'm like, okay, well, I need to weave at least like one bargain in and like have the bargains interact with like the spice. And it's like, how do you keep the tension going? So like there's a bargain why one character can't sleep with her because of a bargain he made. And that's, still going on
I'm
for
trying to
him.
remember.
Yeah, so I wanted to weave the bargain like into the plot and stuff like that, and I thought, yeah, bargains was something I really wanted to do.
I think that was
was
the
fun.
main thing. And pointy ears for me, I love
Good pointy ear.
pointy ear. The bigger
No one
the
knows their
pointy
Fae
ear,
if you don't have a pointy ear.
exactly.
Yeah.
Also about Fae, like, what was the first Fae story or book that you loved?
Important information here is I went to a Waldorf school. Did you know what that is?
I have heard of it.
It's like Montessori, but German.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. There are a lot of like fairies and gnomes built into the lore of Waldorf school. So, it's like you don't just like learn math. It's like, Petunia plus the gnome is going to go talk to Menos minus the fairy,
I love that.
It's a whole deal. I love Waldorf School, but it's hard to explain to somebody who like wasn't there, because it sounds like a cult and it might be a cult. But in any case,
Amazing.
my favorite like original fairy tale, and I can think of this because I was earlier today, because I'm doing a winter anthology with a bunch of other authors, right? I was Googling an idea that I have had for like almost a retelling of a story that I thought was like a common story, and as it turns out, it is not. It was something that was definitely made up by the Waldorf school, because you can only find it in like Waldorf curriculum websites for like crunchy moms. But yeah.
What is this school?
It's like the Fey Prince of Winter and the Fairy Princess of Spring fight every year to like go like, so like,
What?
yeah, so like in order to like bring in spring, there's this like battle between them, and I was like, this is the perfect retelling. I'm not sure I can't, it's like, it's not a thing. No one will know what I'm talking about. So, but it's that story.
That's amazing, Val.
That is awesome.
A new book coming out dedicated to the Waldorf school.
I hope that.
There be dragons, but
Yeah.
because we did a lot with dragons too. But just anyway.
That's amazing. Now I want to go to Waldorf school. This sounds so good.
I can tell you so much about Waldorf school. It's a magical experience, but it is weird. Like I took 4 languages, but I can't do math. Anyway, continue.
This I don't know if this counts as Fae, but as a kid, I was obsessed with Pixie Hollow. Like all the Tinkerbell movies and the Tinkerbell online game. Like I loved it. I was really obsessed with Tinkerbell, and I bought the book. There is like a YA book that came out.
Yes.
When did Pixie Hollow come out? I thought that was like late 2000s stuff.
Yeah, I was probably a little too old for it when it came. Too old for it, but I was still really young.
No, rock on.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this counts as Fae either, but I think like Fern Gully was probably my first experience with like winged creatures.
Yeah, little fairies.
Yeah, like absolutely. Like, and then Neopets. Anyone play Neopets?
Oh my. Okay, wait. Yes.
And the fairies there.
The gray fairy.
I had a guild dedicated to the Gray Fairy,
Yeah.
and I think
Oh my
2 people
God.
joined it.
I completely forgot about Neopets until this moment, but like, yes. What was there was like a water fairy, and like once
Yeah.
they'll
All sorts
touch
of
it.
different fairies. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just like again, here's a little like deep cut. The prologue of book 5, which is coming out in April, is Gray Fairy Neopets.
I never even
I
made
love
that
that.
connection when we wrote it.
I don't even get
That
it, but
was
I love it. Like,
yeah, it
amazing.
won't make sense probably to anyone else, but that is what it was.
Cool.
So
You said it wasn't on purpose, so you just like read it back and you were like, "This is
Hmm.
familiar."
Yeah.
my
I didn't even think about
these things that stick in like
Mhm.
subconsciously stick in your brain from
Yeah.
childhood.
Yeah. Me with Pirates of the Caribbean. It's just like
Yeah.
when other
Totally.
people say it, you're like, okay, yeah, probably.
I think we saw Pirates like 6 times in theaters. We like begged our grandma to take us, and then our
Mhm.
mom again, and then dad. And,
Yeah.
yeah. Because you're too young to
Mhm.
buy your own ticket, but
Yeah.
Relatable.
Relatable. You
Daily
too.
omelet.
yeah, the daily.
I remember the daily omelet, and if you missed it, and then your Neopets were hunting, you felt like guilt. Like this is where
Oh.
Yes.
Mine have
my
been
guilt
starving
and
for
shame
20
as a
years.
child came from. Was the sad faces of your Neopets.
Oh my God.
We all know all of our Neopets are long gone. They're no
I
longer
don't
with
tell me
us.
Oh, they probably sent them to the pound.
that.
Like, no, that was a thing. It was like if you didn't take care. They would go to the
You
pound. It
could.
was sad.
Yes, it was
Oh,
so sad.
More
That was
trauma from the
brutal.
childhood era.
yeah.
You all either currently have, will in the future, or have in the past written Why Choose. How does that differ from writing a single partner romance? Or like what
More
challenges
holes.
do you face or something?
Okay. Romantically, it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
because, at least for me, because it's like every like relationship is still independent to each other. You know what I mean? So like as like a romance, it does not matter. Like logistically, different.
Curse diagrams.
Okay, so you have them too. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Whose
Um,
lips are where?
oh yeah, no. When I was first writing Why Choose, I remember I used to have to draw everything out with stick figures because it was like I don't know where to, what. Um, Now it's not as hard, but still sometimes when you read it back, you're like that does not technically make sense, and you have to like fix it.
They're bendy because they're either
It's
fae or
even how their limbs can go in
Yeah.
these directions.
yeah.
I did an Omegaverse series a few years ago, and it was Why Choose Omegaverse, and like I'm not sure that I can like say the words without getting us banned that like had to be discussed to make
Yeah.
that make sense. Um so yeah, I mean, I don't know, but like in general, I don't think Why Choose is that different. I do think that it is easier to drag along a series with Why Choose because there's a lot more relationships. Like, for me, like now that I'm doing this is like my first series where I've consistently done like just 2 people per book. I don't think I could make that many more books about their relationship. Like, because you have to make them break up, so there would be tension, and that would just be I wouldn't like that. So at that point, Why Choose is, in my opinion, easier for me. You know? I don't know. What do you
Yeah.
guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of that. And I think one thing I like about Why Choose is because, well, we do POVs for like all the characters. So
Mhm.
not only like do you get to see the relationships between her, like the girl, and all of the boys, but you get to see their relationships and how they're different, whether they're romantic. In our case, some of them are romantic, some of them are more brotherly, or some of
Yeah.
them are really hate each other. And I think those, again, it is you get to do it over a really long series. This is why our series is 7 books, is because there's so many relationships to deal with
Right.
in each book, not just between her and all the guys, but all the guys and each other have their backstories that need to be fleshed out. And I think that's really fun for us because our favorite things are the characters.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
my favorite things about Why Choose are like my favorite things are also like the biggest challenges, which are like you want to make sure that each of the boys has the same level of depth and like
Yeah.
gets the
Yeah.
same character growth and the same sort of amount of passion with your heroine,
Mhm.
and that, you know, we really try to make sure that one of them doesn't feel like he's on the outs, or you know,
Yeah.
and so that's like an extra layer to think about with Why I Choose. And you know, there's been certain scenes where we're editing
And we're like, this person hasn't talked in
yeah,
forever.
where is this
Oh,
guy? He's supposed
I
to be
get that.
standing here. Like it was
Mhm.
for me. I'll tell you, I just did this recently. It was Cass. Where was Cass? He was supposed to be there. Forgot about him. So then you need to go back and weave him in, and how is he changing the scene then, and et cetera,
Right.
et cetera. So it's a challenge, but like Helen was saying, like it's so fun to add all those dynamics and layers, all the like tension you can do with them. Our next series we're writing is going to be male female, and I am really really excited just to like have two characters to like sink our teeth into, like
It'll be
you
different,
know,
and it's only a trilogy, so that'll
yeah,
Respect
so
to that. Like
yeah.
that I think I would have a hard time with that. Maybe a duology. I could probably do two. But my
We'll
attention
see
span
how
does
it goes. It
not
might be
last
a
that,
it might be a challenge. We're gonna start
It's-
plotting soon.
yeah.
We'll see.
well, yeah,
It'll be a big change. So
yeah,
Oh
we'll see
yeah.
if or how crazy we go by the end of this plotting
Mhm.
and all that. But so
Mhm.
yeah, I think there's definitely like so much fun with Why Choose and all those other moving parts, not even just during the spicy scenes, but in a conversation to keep in
Right.
mind and all of that. So yeah.
Something else I just thought of is like, at least for me, I always have a favorite. And that is like, I think it's hard not to, right? Like, you know,
Yeah.
you just let, right? But you can't, because if it'll like color how like the scenes go and everything. So like going out of my way to like try to write it so like if you were reading it and you didn't know me, you would think the other one was my favorite
yeah,
instead. I try to
Totally.
do that. Yeah.
100%. It's like you don't
Mhm.
want to put your own biases
into
into
it.
Yeah.
your heroine or whatever it is. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah. But like I do think there are people who know who like if they read like all my series, they're like, you have like one character archetype that you like to do a lot. And I'm like, and that is always my favorite one. You know, like,
Yeah,
so
for me,
there's
that's
that.
my Dayton one. Like,
Yes.
Dayton is my favorite. I like, right, there's another character that is very similar to him, and he's just my favorite boy. I do tell people that, but thankfully their
Mhm.
favorite is all a different character, so hopefully it hasn't
Mhm.
bled in too much.
Yeah.
I like so
You liars. You
I'm
guys know
thinking about it.
everyone's favorite is Cass.
I like
Why don't we
toxic
stop
sad
lying?
boys. Okay,
Everyone's
wait, but
favorite
like
is
I
Helen.
when I was reading Beast of the Briar this past year, I like Kaldarian. So do with that what you will.
Yeah.
That, you know, I'm not surprised to hear that.
Thank you.
I feel like that makes sense in my head. Why
Yeah.
he would be your favorite, just from
Yeah.
this
He,
conversation.
he's like aggressive in a good way.
Yes, yes,
And really tortured.
yes.
He's
And we
super
love
fun.
the torture. That's the
Yeah.
best. What I'm curious what your archetype is that is your favorite to write.
Uh Tortured,
Yes.
not as cold as Kaldarian.
Yeah.
Like so typically like I like alpha guy who
Yeah.
is like also really like dark and aggressive with like a really sad backstory who like
Yes.
somewhere in act 3 will be like also I have a lot of trauma.
Yes.
I like it when, especially in Why I Choose, when the other guys start to be like, actually, you're being a dick. Like, you know,
Yes.
like you need
Yes.
to pull it together. And usually he's the last one to like get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he's
yeah.
been problematic the whole time. So I
Yeah.
like that. I often do this kind of thing that it was initially subconscious, but like isn't anymore, where characters I especially like look like my husband. So, you know, they'll be like dark haired and light eyed.
Yeah.
I know I also have that, but you know, like, you know, it's so yeah,
Totally.
something like
Amazing.
that.
I love it.
Yeah. I like Scion in Wild Fae. I can admit that. The series is
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Yeah, Scion
Totally.
was
I could
yeah.
that
And I'm
makes
sitting
But
here, I'm like,
sense.
this
but
is
in
all making
fairness, like
sense.
everyone else really liked Bale, so it was fine.
Yeah, it's funny to see who like what people gravitate to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my actual husband is like much more like Bale. He's like a much nicer person. So maybe
Yes.
it's like whatever you kind of aren't familiar with, you know.
Right, totally.
How many people is too many people in a Why Choose? The limit does
You
not
go
exist.
first.
I don't know if I could do more than 5. Like,
Mm.
When we drafted, we drafted like we this didn't get off the page. Something that had 7.
oh, right.
And I was like, I do not. It was 7 for a specific reason, and I was like, I do not
Was it
know.
the
Yeah, that was
dwarves?
gonna
I was
be a
gonna say, was
lot.
it the dwarves?
Was it the Snow White thing?
I guess that was I set myself up for that one.
I mean, I
actually
see
love
what
them
you're
all.
doing there,
It
but
was
like also, I personally could not do 7. Like I
I was
couldn't write
thinking
it
this
and I
is going to
wouldn't
be a
read it.
challenge for us. And you know
Yeah.
how we wrapped ourselves around it because it was a standalone with 7. And we're like,
Mhm.
we need, and there were some that were going to be more involved than others, like that were
Right.
just like had more screen time. And I don't know if that's true to why choose. So, but we never really wrote it. So I'm not sure how it would have panned out. But I
Mhm.
think with that, and if you do 7, I think you have to make some of the archetypes very familiar so
Yeah.
people know who they are with
Some
only like
have
a
to be
few
twins, and
lines.
that's their thing.
There were twins.
Wait,
I mean,
Were there twins,
like
or were there
no, like
brothers?
one
no.
was asleep or something for most.
Oh,
Like
sleep.
he was
Okay,
asleep. Or I
interesting.
don't remember. This was
No,
cursed.
But okay, I think more than 5 would be too much. I would be
Yeah.
interested to read one, and maybe an author more
Mhm.
clever than me could do it justice. I'm not saying like it couldn't be done well, but for me
I
personally,
agree.
writing, I would have more trouble with more than
I
5.
agree. I don't honestly. I don't even like writing when there's all 5 of them. For me, I'm like
You give me
that's
all those scenes.
You
I
start to run
reckon
out
do
of
it for
space,
me.
like just
Yeah.
in a literal sense, you run out of space.
yes.
Um, I for me, so I've done 3 Why Choose series, and 2 were 3 guys and 1 was 4. And I felt like 4, I was kind of getting lost. So for me, it's 3, just like to make my I
Yeah.
It's a good
that's
number.
right. But I know that you can do more, and it works. You guys are obviously
Yeah.
doing more, and it works.
I mean, like we say 5, but there's really only truly 4. So one's just the villain, and he doesn't count.
Obviously, of course.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, like well, I'm trying to think what the most I've ever read was that went okay, you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Um,
remember how many bonds that Ty had a lot. Maybe that was just 5 though. I can't remember.
I've read Bonds That Tie, but it was a long time ago,
I
and
know
it's
I read it a long time ago too.
yeah. And I liked it, but it was a long
I
time ago.
think yeah, like 4 to 6 is kind of I think the average number, but yeah, sometimes I see like recs for them and they're like 9 men, and I'm like, how?
Where?
Where
How?
does it all go?
Oh, wait, okay, hang on. Sinner's Playground. Do you know that one?
Oh,
I've
That's
heard
I
of it. I
read
never
that.
read
I
it.
read it.
I always really liked that series. And I think they did a good job with there's 4. There's 4, but they did them really distinctly.
Mhm.
That's always
So,
good.
yeah.
I think I read an Omegaverse with 6, and I was like, that's a
And
lot.
were some of them twins? Like that's a serious question because
There
like I feel
were
like
twins,
I
which was
see
crazy.
see
This is a thing.
no, it is because like after you get past like okay, like here's the happy-go-lucky one, here's the kind of
Yeah.
What are
damaged
they?
Yeah.
aggressive one. Here's like the sad one who's like bookish and usually wears glasses. Here and then
Yes.
you start to run into like, here's the one who's like an athlete. And then you have to have twins. It's just
To round out the crowd.
right. No, it's not an insult, it's just a thing.
If you were in a Why Choose story, which fictional characters, movie, book, whatever, would you be partners with? Who would be in your Why Choose?
Of the whole world, I feel like
The whole
I
world,
need it.
okay?
Why was Kobo
No,
the first one who popped into my head?
Lion.
Okay,
You cannot
cutting him out. I'm cutting him out.
You can't
what?
put the lion.
Oh, I get it though.
Okay, I'm not choosing the line, you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good.
No, we need some parameters. The whole world,
The whole world. The whole world. I don't tell you.
I
Okay, because I was gonna say just books, but like that's not fun. Like it could be the, you know, it could be Prince Eric. I don't know why you'd want that, but
Hey, he's gonna vote. Okay.
what archetype would he be? Okay, wait, hang on. How about we just make one harem together? We'll all talk about it.
Okay,
So
there you
because
go.
because it's going to be a mess, and we have to do the archetypes, right? So we need like a sad, angry one.
I'm bringing Anakin Skywalker. That's my main
Okay,
man.
and he is the sad.
He's
Amazing.
And
He's like
Like
evil.
our cake.
Yes. He's got his tragic backstory, and
He's my number one man.
yeah, I love
Okay.
it.
Okay, next archetype is like happy-go-lucky blonde. He doesn't have to actually be blonde, but he has to embody the concept of blonde.
Like
We choose Flynn Rider. He's kind of happy-go-lucky,
Yes. Yep.
smarmy,
I like it.
No, I like that one. That's good.
That
Um,
works.
the one who was like friends, like friends when you were growing up. The you know what I mean? the good one who would be the first one that they get together, but then the one who betrays her in book 3.
Right. Oh my gosh.
I've read a lot of books.
Yeah, you know the tropes.
I love that. Okay, hold on. I'm racking my brain here.
Also has to be someone somewhat sexy, to be.
Okay, you know what? Let's do the Pirates of the Caribbean. That's like a Will Turner.
Will
Yeah,
Turner.
Will
I love it.
Turner.
He's
Right?
and he can turn dark too, as he does.
Yeah.
100%. I love it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah.
We need like a whole personality is that they are the leader. Like
Yeah.
Like, do you guys watch Bridgerton? I don't know why.
Yes,
but
yes.
the Duke is coming to mind for me as like he's like regal and can keep them in line.
I love it.
No,
Simon,
you're
Simon,
totally
that's
He's
it.
rich enough to fund everything.
Exactly. He's kind of like your billionaire.
Yeah. This is a good harem.
I know.
I
I'm
love
like, this is a great harem.
And now we need twins.
Who are our twins? Okay. Oh my God.
It can just be 2 of the same person.
Okay, I like it.
I always loved Finnick from the Hunger Games.
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
the Hunger
It's
Games.
He's so happy-go-lucky, but he's not happy-go-lucky.
I feel like him and Flynn could have some chemistry. Actually, they would be like sort of one is like
so
a
wait,
little.
is it Finnick? So Finnick 1 and Flynn Rider.
Yes, they're the twins.
Yes.
The boyfriends are boyfriends.
Everyone's saying Pedro Pascal
And Oscar Isaac as twins, which I
would take that in. Yeah,
I feel like they're real people though, so I feel like I was trying to not pick like real.
Yeah,
people.
okay. Mandalorian and oh my gosh, Poe Dameron.
It's 2 stacked Star Wars now. Yeah,
it's Star Wars vibe. You're not going there.
No, I think this is good.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Harem. It's a good one.
Like
Only
all
one
right.
different character. The lion.
I like this group. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the lion was rightfully rejected. Okay.
I don't know. I see the vibe. I do. I get it. But like,
He can be the mascot.
Yeah,
The cursed mascot.
Like a shifter.
Maybe he's cursed and will turn into a
Yes.
the pet. You know how like everybody's always like a sidekick pet.
Yeah.
Yes. I like it.
Switching gears here.
Okay.
What is your favorite part about writing romantic fantasy?
I like the fuck it moment. Like I'm really a sucker for a slow burn. Like if I could do I would drag out a slow burn for like books on books on books if I thought I could sell it, right? So I like it the moment when they finally give up.
Yeah. That's so good.
I love that.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I love what specifically romantic fantasy is like. You get the tension of will they, won't they, or they hate each other. Like I feel like the enemies to lovers can be so much stronger in romantic fantasy rather than oh, I hate him because he I don't know, I really think he's annoying in chemistry class or something. And I do love contemporary, and I love to read contemporary, but I don't love to write it quite as much as I love to write the fantasy aspect of it. I think it's just so fun.
I'm not a big contemporary is kind of relative, right? I would definitely read I don't know, mafia works for me, but I'm not a big fan of just contemporary books.
I occasionally like to cleanse I'll read big fantasy and then I'll cleanse it with a workplace romance or something like that. But
but I know what you mean, that your enemy in your office is never going to be as intense
as
a thousand years curse.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's that larger than life. And I think, talking about things that we loved as kids, I grew up on Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings was my hyper fixation. But there wasn't that much female representation in Lord of the Rings. So we would have these Barbie games. We were super into Barbies, but our Barbies would kill each other. That was the whole thing. They were they go to war.
We had all the Lord of the Rings Barbies. It was a big war.
As all Barbies should.
Exactly. We would replay the Fellowship, and Arwen would be part of the Fellowship, and Éowyn would be part of the Fellowship. And in this world, Boromir and Faramir had a sister, of course.
Okay.
And
also part of the Fellowship.
I like it.
And they were both part of the Fellowship. And so I think with romantic fantasy, it's you get these worlds that maybe you felt like you were left out of for so long. and instead it's all through the female gaze. It's through this, like, you know, you get to put yourself in these worlds and these amazing, you know, have these female driven stories in these worlds, and it's just it's so much fun to get to like be like, this is what I wanted, you know, all this time. I wanted to be here in this world, and now I get to do it, and I get to read it and all that. So yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So clearly, based on the content of your series, you enjoy the fated mates adjacent trope. What makes fated mates so compelling to write or to read?
I think everyone likes the idea that like someone is just for them and always were, you know, like I think that that is a concept that is pretty universal. So yeah, I mean, it's that, right? It's everybody wants to be chosen and to have it have always made sense. You know?
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with all.
Yeah, I think 100% at its core it is absolutely that ideal trope. This person was made for me, I was made for them. And then you can add in so many fun elements, like trying to fight fate, and like it's like it really, you know, makes it us against the world, and you know, that again, larger than life element you can get with fantasy.
Yeah.
How do you picture your characters while you write? Like, are they actors? Are they you?
I am everyone. Like, I don't like, you mean like POV, like
When you're writing it, are you writing it like it's you, or are you writing it as if like you're imagining an actor doing it?
no actors. It's like I do multiple POVs, so it's like whatever POV I'm in, like I'm in the eyes, you know. So it doesn't matter like male, female characters. It's whatever. Like I'm omniscient and I am the character, but I don't like look at the character. That's weird, you know.
I'm trying to think. You go ahead.
You have a.
I think that I watch it like I'm trying to think, because when I write a scene, I have this thing where I have to outline my whole scene before I actually like write the scene. So
Same.
when I'm outlining my scene, it's almost like I'm sitting in a play seat and I'm watching the play on the stage in front of me, and I'm just trying to catch up and record the play as fast as I can. So I'm
Okay.
writing like what they're doing, their dialogue, if I can grab it, like that's how. So I think we do a lot of like for ourselves and for our readers, we give them like art visuals and edits
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
actors for fun, like, and we, you know, obviously people are free to
mood board.
choose whoever they want as the actor. I would say out of all of our characters, Rosalina is the most like fuzzy in my mind. I don't have a specific face for her the way that I do for what the boys look like. And I think that was because she was written so much to be
Relatable.
For the reader to insert themselves as best they can into her journey. So yeah, but definitely I would say the princes have faces for us.
Yeah, I think when I write, I see it like a movie scene playing out before me.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I see like the snow and the bed, and I see them, but I'm not in like their privacy.
I mean, think about that. I haven't
it's
really
like
thought about it.
Like, okay, so like I was writing earlier today because I'm like, I'm on a deadline and it's killing me.
Yeah.
But like, so I'm like, okay, like I can see the whole scene. I can see everybody else who is in the scene.
Yeah.
But I am in the POV.
You're the character. That's so yeah. I think I can see the character moving, like I'm watching it on my TV.
Sometimes when I'm like daydreaming, I am POV for sure. Is it? Yeah. Maybe I switch back and forth. I'm gonna like pay more attention to my brain wanders and what happens.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was just very, very curious, but that was really interesting.
Cool. Yeah.
As someone who doesn't write, so I'm like, I have no idea what I would do. So like,
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think that's there's a lot of things about writing that are just like, you know, we can all kind of come out with something similar, but like how you get there is sort of individualistic, right?
Yeah, totally. Haley, when you read, are you in the POV, or like are you seeing it like a movie scene?
Oh, I think that depends on how invested I am.
So if you really love
in it, then it's me. Like if then it's like I'm experiencing it.
Yeah.
But like if I'm not as immersed, then I'm watching it.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Okay, well now I have another question. I have a follow-up. So like because I am POV, if I'm doing a scene of something I don't personally know how to do, it gets really fuzzy, right? So I have to like work on it a lot. So like sword fighting is a good example. I've been actually thinking about taking fencing because I'm like I have a really hard time describing actions that I
That
don't
would actually be
personally.
good. I'm like constantly Googling
Yeah.
like what are the stances
Right.
or how would she stand like for bow and arrow specifically.
Yes.
Yeah. So like that one, or like I did one with a train crash recently, and I realized I don't know anything about trains. So it was like it wasn't just like I can picture a train, but like
Yes.
but I can picture like a subway, right? Like I live in
Yes.
Boston, so I'm like, all right, like I can picture the T, but I
Right.
can't picture like I've never seen a steam engine from the inside. Like aside from like kind of in a movie, I'm like Narnia type of thing.
Right.
Um, so I had to do like a lot of research on that. Do you think it's different because you're watching it and you can like pick out where stuff is?
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, and like sometimes
I'll write like fill if I get really stuck and I don't want to stop the flow, I'll be like fill this like part
Yeah.
in later, specifically if it's like describing like a part of a battle or a part of a weapon that I don't really know. I'll probably just
Mhm.
like I'll put it in like little brackets and be like come back to this later.
I do that
Or
too.
leave a comment.
But yeah, like you said, train wreck. So that makes me think like, okay, well, for me to like properly visualize that, I'd probably have to go on YouTube
I
and like,
did.
yeah,
Yeah.
consume the content
And then come back.
Yes.
and then maybe be able to do like
Mhm.
this is where like writers are always like my Google search history.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There are a lot of videos on YouTube about exactly how a train works, in case you ever need to know.
that's okay. That is good. Trains are very romantic. Like I
I
feel like
know.
that's like an epic. Like trains are just cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have a friend who's taking karate because she wants to know how to write fight scenes better. And like the
see,
flow
like
of
that.
fighting.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Practical knowledge.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To fight a little.
Do more practical research, but I'm such like a
Yeah.
homebody.
I know.
I
feel it.
I don't like
Yeah.
to leave my house, so
Yeah. Being a writer, like definitely, I think leads itself to like just never seeing anyone and never leaving,
Yeah.
your
right?
office.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I need to like do more things in the
No,
world.
all we do is watch Disney movies and write
Relatable.
our
Dramatic
books. This is
nostalgia.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, that's all the questions I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so much for
you.
having us and
Yeah.
congrats on your release today.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for modding, Haley. It was so nice to catch up. Thank you for inviting us, Kate. And like,
Yes.
we
Thank
cannot
you for
wait to read.
coming.
It's gonna be so great.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.